Forward TV. The world is thinking.
I was in one of these camps one morning, and I was walking past one of these tents when I heard voices coming from the tent. It turned out to be a school. It was a kind of a elementary school for girls. So I kind of looked in, and the teacher asked me to come in and look around. And I noticed this one extraordinary little girl with these amazing, piercing kind of blue, green, gray eyes. She was a bit shy. She was sitting off to the side of the room. And I thought, this is an amazing situation, amazing face. And I just thought, if I could find a way to photograph her, this would be, a great portrait. So what I did was I actually, in order to kind of put her at ease, to kind of make her relaxed, I photographed some of the other girls in the school, some of her classmates. I wanted to create a situation where she would feel comfortable. She wouldn't feel, I didn't want to, she didn't want to be excluded. So eventually when I asked the teacher and her if I could photograph this girl, she agreed. And in order to work up to that situation where I could get a picture of her looking right into the camera, I made maybe 5 or 10 other pictures. This was one of them. And she's kind of looking off. She's a little bit shy. And in fact, then she kind of held, she was trying to be modest because, in fact, it's not really correct for a man to photograph a woman, an Afghan woman past puberty. But in the case of a girl, it's totally permissible and it's good. So the next picture, she had her hands up to her face, but the light was still not quite right. And that kind of connection still wasn't as strong as I wanted it to be. Then the teacher kind of coaxed her to relax. She said, this actually is important for us to get this story out about this refugee situation. We want the world to know what we look like and what kind of conditions we're living in. So she dropped her hands, and the light was right. The background you see here is the tent in the background, and she just looked directly into my lens, and for literally just 2 exposures, just 2 frames, I got this really concentrated, focused, very intense look on her face, and then it was gone. She thought I had made the picture, that it was over, and she wanted to go back and be with her friends, and she literally jumped up and ran away, and that was the end of the shoot. But I knew, I didn't know that it would be on the cover of the magazine. I didn't know it would eventually be a picture which would be recognized around the world. But I did know that there was a power and that there was something completely special and unusual and extraordinary about this look. And it was literally 2 or 3 months after I took this picture that I saw the results, because I had shipped the film back to Washington and I had gone off and was continuing to shoot. And it was like 2 or 3 months when I actually saw the picture. And the picture editor, once he saw this picture on the light table, said, "Oh, I think this picture's too disturbing to actually have it be on the cover of the magazine. Let's not show it to the editor." And I thought, no, come on, man. So we had a compromise, And we showed the editor both pictures, the picture of her with her hands to her face and this picture. And as soon as the editor at the time saw this, he literally leapt to his feet and said, "There's our next cover."